Hello and welcome to not the GT4 Championship you may have seen on the channel, but ye olde GT Championship here, consisting on Corvettes and Porsche 911s. I'm in the Porsche 911, which as we all know looks exactly the same as every other 911. It's race 2. The first race it was on the same track, 35 minutes long, didn't go well, but here we are. Oh, hello. Hello. Oh, you alright? Guten Tag, meine Damen und Herren. I am now here battling for the lead. I'm through into the lead. This is fantastic. Good run down here. This is a very tricky one, turn 1. I'm out wide. You're going to come through. I'm going to have to lift off. Out here we will be riding that curbing, but that's all right. We've got the lead from 12th to 1st in one corner. But I've got a Corvette right up my back door. So we need to get through here. Very good. Yes. Nice. Immediately before this race, I went for a run. Oh, he's on my inside. I think he backed out of it. Yeah, I went for a run and did like my personal best for like a long time. So I'm well chuffed with that. So that's a good omen for this race. Oh, that's bad. That's bad. That's bad. Easy, 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 easy. You can't get track limit warnings there because it is... concrete at that runoff, I think it is. Oh, we got a bed up the inside. That's a bold move. That's going to go converted to the outside though. Let's just bash it through. And I'm also happy to sort of announce that there will be extensive coverage probably of the Farming Simulator 22 on the channel, because I have a lot of vacation to spend before the end of the year, as it turns out. So much so that I only have to work 2 weeks for the rest of the year. So yes. There will be a lot of coverage of that because I go on 3 weeks vacation on Friday, and yes, that is very nice. How am I this funded? Oh no, here they come. Here come the choo-choo train. Here comes American freedom power. Yee-haw! Pam, 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 break. So we need to try and work with this because it's one hell of a predicament to be in. Come on, mate, let's go. Giddy up. Giddy up, cowboy! Oh, he's going to be going for the inside. He's taking that inside line, moving over now. What can we do? What can we do? Break up, but somebody's going to look at my inside. And just a slight bit of locking coming into that corner. We're going to have to leave room on the inside. We're here, but now we're on the inside line. There we are. Break, 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 break. Shallow entry, shallow entry. Shallow entry. Oh, a bit of a tank slapper there through the corner, but that was good. Chop him off there. Keep him behind. Good run. Come on the power, on the power. Power, 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 power. Stay with him, stay with him. Come on. Come on. Show how you are the pride of Stuttgart. Oh no, see there they go, they're putting away there. You've got to get those shifts absolutely bang on right. Going to go the modern GT racers route, turn my headlights on to intimidate the driver in front. Has no effect whatsoever, but it makes me feel better about life. I think somebody's up my inside, right? Yep. Oh dear, oh dear. I'm a German pony among the American stallions. That's not a good place to be. So we're running out of power down here, so break. Oh, that's no good. That's going to settle the car. But here we go. Good run out of that corner. Down the inside, break. Oh, but he's diving as well. That could have ended much worse than it did. He's trying to defend down the inside. I'm going to let him have that because, oh, that could have ended badly and we'd just end up on the outside anyway. Back end sliding a bit. Lots of oppo. Oh, fantastic. Fantastic. Oh, that's no good. That's no good. That's no good. Pushing too hard here. Gather it up. Gather it up. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Good run. Don't shift off too late. Tuck in behind here, try and slipstream. Stay with these two. Come on. Come on, girl. You can do it. You can do it. Oh, they're side by side. They're going to be side by side into turn 1. This is going to be brilliant for me. Let the car settle here. On the power, on the power, on the power. We are sliding. We are on the power. Too early there. Use the exit curbing. That's what it's there for. Just lift off here just to compensate for them lifting. Oh, there we go. We just squeezed it in on the inside. But that's going to become the outside now. Brake. This is the best sim. This is the best sim. I mean, if you can't have fun in this, I don't know what kind of a sim racing person are you. It's the best. Simply the best. Oh, I'm on the outside and I don't want to be on the outside. Oh, hit the curbing. Just be patient through here. Be patient, be patient, be patient. They're pushing out on the front, on the front, on the front, on the inside. Here we go. Here we go. Good run out of the final corner. Well, second to last corner. Because obviously there's a kink in the straightaway here. Oh, but look at that. Here comes the ponies. But look at that. I can move out here and then yes, yes, yes. I held him up. Yes. Entirely legal block right there from me. Entirely legal. Just the way the race goes there. Cracking work here. Lift brake. That straight is a struggle, and I'm not looking forward to racing at Monza because we'll be at a disadvantage here. It is this is reaching Master MX-5 Cup levels of battling, isn't it? Just a bunch of cars together. Oh, pushing very hard. Leaving him room on the outside. He's backing out of it. Thank you. That's certainly kind of him. Now we just got to focus on this final penultimate corner. Just letting it run. Turn in. Good run. We've got to run again. We've got. Oh, contact, contact, contact. We are off there. Oh, that's bad. That's very bad. We're going to have to use the kink here to our advantage. Going for the line, going for the line. That's naughty of me, I do admit. But you got to do what you got to do sometimes. He's through on the outside. No point really fighting that. Just anticipate them lifting right there. Yep. Yeah, just again, just psyching him out. Can we run it in third through here? That might actually work. I really would prefer to dive it up the inside because I'm going to get squeezed on the outside. Oh yeah, you've got to be careful there. The rear end does like to get loose on these things. This is back when Porsche had a proper full rear engine hanging out over the back axle in their GT car. Well, certainly in their... Is that only in their GT car? I think it might be, you know. Oh, but that's what we want to see. That's what we want to see. They're going to be side by side. That's going to compromise them through the kink. One of them was even riding that curbing. So yeah, we're just going to have to try and hang with them here. But again, we lose so much time this front straightaway. It's unbelievable. But I can brake a lot later than them, it seems. Because I tried doing that there and that worked. Round the outside. outside, round the outside. Hee-haw, hee-haw, pow-pow-pow-pow. Pow-pow-pow-pow. Taking on these Yanks. One car at a time. Oh, see, he's running some difficult lines there. Just a slight brake lock up. No ABS traction control in this go. Heeling clutching as well. Getting the proper old school driving in here. It's fantastic. Just like motor racing should be. 8-pattern shifter. 3 pedals. That is how motorsport should be done. Yes, here we go. 3 wide. Oh, 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 oh! Look at that! Get in. I'm pleased. Let's remember to turn. That was okay. Had to get a bit of a drink in down here. We're going to lose those positions again, but we're challenging them. We're psyching them out. We're trying to rattle these cars. Let's see. I think I can brake at the between this right there. I think that's where we can brake really. This is a car that likes to be driven hard into a corner, it seems. And out to the corner. Right out to the edge and beyond. This is fantastic. Oh, hello, you're there as well. Okay. Fruity. Oh, oh, touch. There's a touch. Oh, you died for a corner right there, mate. You probably shouldn't have. Oh, but now we're 3 wide. Oh, now on the curbing there. Oh, you don't want to be going around the outside. Sensible move there. A Japanese Corvette, sure, yeah, we'll row with it. We'll absolutely row with that. That's fine. And see, he's got. Oh, you squeezed me. What are you playing at? There really should be a shortcut for shake your fist angrily at another driver. And just absolutely left for dead. He's backed out of that one, but I'm still compromised on my line through there. I see that's popping out and going too far out when you pop out. That's the Pringles way of popping out. Once you pop, you just can't stop. That's a lot of steering movement, that's not smooth. This is the one that's going to catch me out. If anything's catching me out, it's through there. Because you just can't push hard. It'll just upset the car. That's a good run, good crisscross. But of course he's now going to pull through here. Got a lot of oil pressure, so that's positive. I also appreciate the very, very German way of doing fuel tank calculations down there. 4 out of 4 because there's 4 lines, so why wouldn't you? And then the middle one, instead of saying a half, oh mate, Jesus Christ! All right. Wow, 4's dirty. Gee whiz. There we go. See, this is what I mean when I say that's what's going to catch me out. How did I not crash? That's bad, that's really bad. See, I got caught up with that. Dirty, dirty boy. Now we just got to find our way back. We're still 7th, that's alright. We should be able to grab these cars fairly quickly. I mean, he was leading on me there when I was trying to get back onto the track. So we kind of caught out. So let's work here these last 40 minutes. Let's work this, baby. And see, now they're side by side up there. That's perfect. Just going to be prepared for a bit of oversteer on exit in these fast corners, because obviously that pendulum effect is pretty significant with the rear engine. But it's such a fun car to drive, this. I can see why they've only made this for like ever. Oh, a bit of locking there. Let's see what we can do. We should get these cars fairly quickly, and then we just need to try and rejoin that front fight up there. I mean, that mistake was bad, but it could have been a lot worse, so we'll just try and regroup, get back into the groove, and just try and take back these positions as best as we can. Oh, I love driving these own cars. This is so great. Oi, oi. How you doing? Oh, how you doing as well, bro? Well, we found out that's a third gear corner, didn't we? Yes, we did. Mate, use your fucking mirrors. Wait, you don't actually have a mirror on that side, do you? Fair dues, do you? No, see, use your mirrors when you don't have one. That's kind of difficult, isn't it? They get such a good run now. Just dive in here. See, that compromised the car behind. Technically that's wrong, but technically I don't really care. Whoops. Sorry. Oh, we got rain. We got them rain. Well, I'm in a Porsche, so I'm pretty decent with that. Okay, maybe we don't have rain. Wait. Let's not do that, shall we? Yeah, there is some dripping here, isn't there? That's alright, we'll make it work. Turn the wipers off. We're being held off down here, that's no good. Right, you can't just squeeze me. Oh, now we do actually need to have the wipers on. Whoa, back end's getting frisky now. We might want to just make sure once we reach the straightaway here that we have the right strategy set. We messed it up there. There we go. Always terrible at that, but that's what it is now. It's definitely starting to get slippery. We can see tyre temperatures are going up here. Starting to slide more through too. Still flat out through here though, that's good. Now we're starting to see spray. Starting to see spray from the car in front. We might be reaching the point where we need to box. Pitting in this lap, pitting in. We need... It's definitely at the point now we're in... Oh, Jesus, this is so slippery. Look at this. Actually, what we'll do, let's look at what the leaders are doing. And we'll just try and feel ourselves out here, because... I mean, we're out wide. Let's see, are they pitting? I think somebody is. Somebody's definitely running a tighter line on the way in. Yeah, they're all coming in, so let's just... Oh, I got hit from behind! Absolute wanker. Fucking hell! Where do I stop? I stop up there, because I got fucking punted up the arse. Fucking fuck! What is the time penalty? Come on. Do the tyres. Come on, guys. Come on. Let's do this. Oh, for fuck's sake, you're so slow. Maybe it's a time penalty as well. It's just not clear here if it is. Come on. It's prop up full wet now, so... And again, we just need to be mindful here of running on heated tyres. They're not naturally heated here, so they will retain... Wow, okay. But our net position hasn't dropped yet, so that's good. Right. Now the Porsche is going to come into its own. Rear engine hanging out over the back axle, giving maximum traction for the rear tyres. We're able to put down power a lot better than they are in the front engines, rear wheel driven Corvette C3s. But we've got to keep in mind the pendulum effect is still a thing, and if we break traction, we're really going. I just parked it there on the apex, which in fairness is his privilege. So let's see here, anybody else pitted in this time by? Yes, we're up into 4th, 2nd. So we're now battling for the lead. Providing, you know, time penalty and whatnot. Great. Also using a higher gear through there than we would normally, just to give ourselves a bit more traction. There we go, just try and hold it up here. He's looking down my inside though. He backed out of that. Thought better of it. I would expect him to close the gap again down the front straight away, but it's absolutely pissing it down. Look at that. Oh, whoa, whoa. Oh, look at the weather now. It's getting foggy as well, I think. Diabolical weather now at Kyalami. Third gear through here now. Oh, lightning! Thunder and lightning, eh? Very, very frightening. Just avoiding that inside line, there's a lot of small puddles there. Really don't need them to try and break traction on me. Whoa! This is like the Nürburgring 24 hours and 2018 all over again. Oh, I clipped that inside curve, you know what I shouldn't have. Such a predictable car in the wet. So good to drive. Avoid those puddles on the inside. That's going to make a shallow entry. Why puddles, puddle, 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 puddle. Not just talking about how much I'm wetting myself right now. I'm pushing too hard through the penultimate corner. That's going to cost me. At least we're still somewhat stable down the straights. That can get a problem. I've experienced that before. Pushing too hard through there, was just a bit offline to avoid puddles. Massive puddle there. I think there's puddles on the left hand side of the road here. Yeah. Early on the brakes there, but we have a pretty sizable gap now, so we can sort of do whatever we want to do. Just want to watch it through here again, just see as these puddles grow. I mean, water coming from uphill there could be draining down onto the track, so that's something I need to be mindful of as well going through that corner. All of a sudden, that puddle could be massive because lots of water is just draining down off this hillside. So 22 minutes remaining. We have a good lead. But I would expect quite a lot of that lead to disappear if it starts to dry up, although I think at this point we have a sufficient amount of water down so that we are pretty much wet until the end. Whoa, look at that. Whoa, look at that. This guy just runs in circles around everybody else in the wet. Quite true to life, really. I mean, historically, the 911 has always been super strong in wet races. I mean, famously, the Porsche 911 GT car took a overall win at Road Atlanta, at Petit Le Mans, actually, a few years ago, back when they were the only class on Michelin and everybody else was on Contis. Just goes to show what a decent rubber can do. And partly why I pretty much think that was the reason why IMSA went over to Michelin as a tyre supplier rather than Continental. Because it rather made everyone else look stupid that the GTE cars could outpace the DPs and DPI cars and LMP2 cars and whatnot. And that was before they updated the GT car to have a mid-engine car. They just basically just rotated it. So the gearbox is now at the back for better, not necessarily weight distribution, but to increase the size of the rear diffuser on the race car. But to be honest, it's just not really been that strong since. So yeah, I'm not sure about. Whoa, 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 whoa! Easy, girl. I'm not sure about that. I mean, obviously we saw the petulance at Bahrain, but that can't really be attributed to that, just... yeah. Of course, Petit Le Mans has happened in the time that I recorded this, which is Saturday, about 3-ish hours before the race starts, so that's great. Looking forward to that. It is getting quite difficult to actually see, and I'm leading. Road Atlanta is such a great track. I do hope we get to see it in this. Maybe we have since. So we're teasing the next major updates last week. And I'm looking forward to that. I mean, they're going to add in bloody Cleveland, innit? Who doesn't want Cleveland? I remember that Cleveland track from Sports Car GT. I think it was a mod for it. It's pretty much the only experience I've had of it, but I remember really enjoying driving on it. And I know it's a bit of a meme, well, it was a bit of a meme rather, with Robin Miller on Racer.com. People asking him if Cleveland would make a comeback, so obviously it must have been very popular as well. Whoa, yeah boy. Oh, what am I doing? So Cleveland, we're going to have some good old karts as well, like TART, the Championship, Auto Racing Teams Championship, which might actually get me into driving some single-seaters. Yeah, we're going to have the Merc MG GT4 car. Always a nice addition. I do like driving GT4 cars, so that's a positive. So much fun. It's a good car to drive, and I'm pushing all right here. I'm not running at my ultimate pace. Obviously, I'm talking far too much to be doing that. Oh, clip that puddle. Don't do that. So yeah, we're 17 minutes rather remaining. Across the line we go. We have plenty of fuel in the tank. Just lift here, go through that puddle, and we can brake. I think Automobilista 2 is in very rude health right now, and that's such a positive thing. I mean, it's pretty much the only sim that I drive now. It's just so much fun to do. And with they also tease like AI customization. I might even be able to set my own flag as well now, so I'm not just racing as a Russian, which I'm quite pleased about, to be honest. I'd like to not be racing as a Russian under a white flag, neutral entry. And also, with the video being recorded when it is, I don't know the outcome of the whole Interlagos wing gate, as I'm probably sure we're going to call it. Blimey! That all kicked off during the Pilot Challenge race yesterday, so I must admit I didn't see much of it. But apparently Verstappen touched Hamilton's DRS wing and his own rear wing in Parc Fermé. And then Hamilton's rear wing failed scrutineering. So that's not good. Like, that has to be, in my book, a pretty draconian penalty for Verstappen. Because, quite frankly, he could have adjusted his wing to make it legal and adjusted Hamilton's wing to make it illegal. Or break something so it would come in illegal. So, yeah, I would expect, I haven't heard it yet, but I would expect a draconian penalty. I mean, multi-race ban, really, in my opinion. And or a pretty significant points deduction if they do allow him to race, because that's just simply uncalled for. The only really saving grace for Hamilton is, well, rather, the crucial component for Hamilton is whether or not it's proven that it was a fault in construction or design rather than a component failure. But again, I'm talking about stuff that you now all know about, so what's the point, eh? I might be quite far into the lead now, but I'm having so much fun driving. Oh, don't do that, don't do that, don't do that. Okay, easy, easy, easy. Just let the car roll through here. Good go. Don't do a Senna. We don't need to do a Senna. It'll be interesting to see, once this race is over, if I'm the only Porsche that has sort of charged towards the front. Or if the others have as well. Gotta get my drink on. I'm gonna get my drink on. And yeah, we're looking very good down here, leading. Absolutely beautiful. I suspect this is pretty much just the rest of the race. We might end up catching some of the back markers at one point. But I'm very much struggling to see how anybody can reconnect with us right now. We just have to get through this race. So this really has been a race of two halves. It was intense battling in the opening stages, then the rain came in and, well, the Porsches are gonna Porsche, aren't they? The only thing I really can remark on from this past weekend of racing is the Michelin Pilot Challenge race. So spoilers if you haven't seen that, but that also came down to some contact in the championship anyway. And another German manufacturer team made themselves look rather silly, didn't they? Dear oh dear, Turner, come on. And that was rather poor. And frankly, stopping in the pit lane the way Bill Oberlin did. A, Bill Oberlin should know a lot better because he's very experienced. And B, that shouldn't happen in the first place. So that really should be given a penalty with, because that's just bang out of order. It wasn't Murillo Racing's fault at all, it was just a racing incident. I mean, certainly with the Rebel Rock incidents down there, if they weren't called as a penalty, you certainly can't call the Turner Murillo incident, as far as I'm concerned. You know, you kind of just have to be, okay, we've done proceedings here, so we'll just have to go in and just be like, yeah, alright, that's fair dues. Because they were just battling hard. I mean, Orlin tried to squeeze him on the way in to that chicane. And, you know, that's just not going to work out well, is it? And, well, it didn't. Because Foss just stayed on it on the outside. Oh, rather, yeah, on technically the outside, but it was the inside. But, yeah, I mean, fair dues. I don't think he did anything wrong. I think in terms of anything, Bill Oberlin, I mean, just a racing incident, but Bill Oberlin just wasn't driving to win that championship. Which, in fairness, Jan Halen wasn't either. Towards the end of the race, it was very, very. Done that again. But I'm getting good at doing that, so I now know how to recover smoothly from that. So that's a positive. But yeah, I hope we get a historic Bathurst as well. There's lots of talk about tracks we want to see and all of that sort of stuff. Historic Bathurst, 100%. Oh, I love Bathurst. Bathurst is magnificent. I believe they are working on a historic Nordschleife, which will be cool. But yeah, historic Bathurst would be absolutely fantastic, especially if we got some historic Australian touring cars and that lot as well. Then we're pretty much back down into the Australian Saloon Car Championship days rather than the V8 Supercar days. Oops. Good thing they've got paved runoff here. I think, yeah, we just need to back off now and just cruise home for these last 10 minutes. I think the gap we have is so sizable, really, that there is not much we can do. It's certainly not really going to dry up any decent measure, is it? Oh, there's giant puddles here on the exit now. And we definitely want to avoid that inside. Look at all of that water. So yeah, this game does actually force you to run. Well, force you to run some decent wet lines out here, because obviously water is pooling on the inside of some corners. Now, typically, certainly in modern motorsport, you would run different lines, partly to avoid puddles, but partly also to avoid where all the rubber's build up, because that's really slippery these days. Which is why sometimes wet lines look a bit odd. Whoa, don't tip that puddle, that's a bad time. So you got to lift off through there with that massive puddle. I don't need to be clipping that inside curbing, do I? It's just going to upset the car. I don't need to be doing all of that nonsense. Just go through here, pushing too hard. We're sliding out wide, that's no good. I mean, tyre temperatures are a bit problematic on our right. And tyre wear is also starting to kick off here. But that's fair enough, we are on wet tyres. Even though it is wet, yeah. So 7 minutes remaining. Our lead is pretty decent. We just have to roll through now. We can see them go through up there at the top. That was neat. And I do hope we get more cars in this class. It's like just having the Corvette and the Porsche just seems a bit hollow. But like of the 70s GT cars, I'm really not that well versed on 70s GTs. I have to admit, I mean, Ferrari, did they have anything? I mean, Alfa Romeo might have had something. And from the British, it wouldn't be the E-Type. That's too late for the E-Type, isn't it? So just if Alpine might have had something. Yeah, there's no decent way through that giant puddle there, so we're just going to have to crack on and get on with it really and just try and make our way through it as well as we can. Are we out in the puddles? Don't need to be out there. This is going about as well as we could have hoped for. Had a good battle there in the opening stages. I made a whoopsie, but we recovered well and got ourselves in a decent position when the rain started coming down, and we were able to capitalise on the weather. And the Porsche does make that quite easy, however. And we just need to be steady through this final part. Just use, again, higher gears through the corners. Just to settle the tyres. Not over rev and spin out. Just lift off there, try not do some steering inputs. Which feels rather counterintuitive, but wet weather racing, especially in these cars, is all about patience. And not the kind of patience Take That sings about. Are we out again in the puddle land? Need to go out of there, do we? It's just fun to get the back end out a little bit. So there's what, 2 laps remaining after this one, I would imagine. Why he nearly spun it there, and me having a D-shaped wheel, isn't really helping me in this old car. So you definitely would rather have a round rim, because it's easy to catch it when you spin out. I haven't really gotten into rallying after my new wheel as a result, really. But yeah, I reckon 2 to go, penultimate lap. Oh, nearly had an accident. Get a grip, mate. You don't need to be throwing it off now. Oh, that's just basically a giant puddle now. Because I tried to run a different line there, that really didn't work. This is a fun little car. There is a reason why they're still making them just like they were back then. No change in styling, no change in... Well, probably, like, yeah, they're not air-cooled anymore, so obviously that's a thing. And they've probably got paddle shifters now, so that's also changed. But other than that, it's just the same. I'm not really a fan of Porsche, just think they're a bit boring. Like, you know, it's like a sports car for people with no imagination, because it's just the same as it's always been. There's no innovation or a change or anything like that at all. I mean, at least Corvette has now had an update, and that's from America. They're very traditional over there. That's now mid-engined, and it's really nice. I like it. I was prepared to be really annoyed at GM for doing that to the Corvette. But no, I like it. I really like it. I think it looks great. Looks stunning. Like I remember last year at Daytona, it was basically just shooting fire out of its exhaust at night. It was really cool. I just think, yeah, I just think it's bitching really. It only really lacks the sound of the old car. That's the only thing really... Wait. That's the only thing it really lacks. Because that sounded like pornography, really. No, let's not go into first and blow the engine on the final lap, shall we? So there we are. Let's not call it yet. I have more sense than that. But here we are, across the line. There we go, race over. Just wave out to the marshals, wave out to the marshals, say thank you all for coming out, fantastic. To the spectators, always good to have them around. So that was one hell of a race, two sides of a race, shall we say. Whee-hee! That was fantastic, great stuff. I mean, it was a complete washout, pardon the expression here, towards the end. Yeah, I won, motherfuckers! I won. So let's skip this cooldown lap and see exactly by how much I won. Skip the cooldown lap. 13 seconds and I backed off. And that's with a 10-second penalty. So fair dues. I think we did pretty well there. Let's just see then here. Yeah, boom. So I would imagine, let's just see here. Now that is with that. But I would imagine that 10-second penalty has been applied. So it was, yeah, 23-second lead. And I don't think that's too bad. I should have remembered I had a penalty, actually, because I wasn't driving like I did. So I could have thrown that away massively. But yeah, that's a pretty decent gap down here. Can't we view the replay and see if Dave... Oh dear, I need to turn that down, because that's a lot of noise. So, Dave Stevenson, right there. No, there was still a Corvette, and then there was Maliev. That's a Porsche, so that's looking good. Yeah, that makes sense. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.